Nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. August Rodin. My life is a jungle. One never knows what you're gonna find behind the bushes. I was scared to see what was going to happen. I had no idea of what was going on. The only thing I could think about was my friends. What was going to happen to them? What would happen to me? I didn't want to make that change. Not then, not ever. It was too much to handle for a 12-year-old girl. It was too much for me. I didn't like changes. I still don't. But that change was going to happen whether I wanted it or not. My parents were very stubborn about it. They had their minds up to make that change. I was so scared. I was afraid of changes, even though they kept telling me it was for my best. My friends couldn't believe it either. They were as shocked as me. They thought I was pranking them and that it wasn't for real. But it was, and I wasn't happy about that. They said I have been with them since we can remember, and something like this could not happen, at least not to us. It had arrived, the day I feared the most. Memories of that day will never leave my mind. The sad look in my friend's eyes. I was in ethics class in front of all students, giving everybody the horrible news of my departure. Everybody's eyes filled up with tears. They were as shocked as I when my parents told me the news. They were all asking me a lot of questions I didn't even know the answer to. Suddenly, a teacher looked at me, and my facial expression turned completely blank as a whiteboard. I knew it was time. The moment I was trying to avoid came up as fast as a lightning storm. Everybody stared at me as it was some kind of weird, ugly bug. My legs and hands started shaking. I felt as if my whole world was falling down. Everything I've ever known was going to disappear. Everything I've built was not going to matter anymore. I was going to leave my own little world to enter a whole new dimension. I felt as if I was being dragged in a new planet, another galaxy. Many thoughts arrived into my mind at that moment. I walked downstairs to the principal's office and saw my mom and little brother standing in front of the door waiting for me. It was happening. It was really happening. I felt my whole world was crumbling down. I was devastated. I ran upstairs to say goodbye to my friends. I spent the next 3 months learning all kinds of steps I didn't even care about. My parents said I needed to catch up or something. The first week of school, my brother and I sat together during recess. I made a lot of new friends and kept the ones from the other school. Everybody was really nice and they seemed interested in me and my life. I became a better person and a better student. I went from basic English to be better than some of my classmates. Sometimes life places challenges in our way to make us stronger. Sometimes changes can be positive. Sometimes one has to give up on something to earn something better. One can be scared of changes, but what if they are better for us? One has to learn to make the best out of situations, even if one cannot see anything positive at the moment. Everything happens for a reason. That is what I learned from that experience. One cannot have everything in life. One either give up something or one won't get anything in return. This experience made me grow as a person because I went from a place where I knew everybody and everybody knew me to a place where I didn't even know the teachers. I had to start over and met new people. Now, when my friends ask me if I had to choose one of two schools, which one would I choose? I always answer the same. I would combine both of them to create the perfect school. Even though that's not possible, I cannot choose one over the other. That wouldn't be fair with either school. Sometimes one has to struggle to get where life wants one to get. Today, I thank my parents. They chose to change me from school, even when I not only begged, but also cried all night because I didn't want to leave my friends. They surely made the right decision for my life. My biggest fear was leaving my old friends behind, but that didn't happen. I neither left my old friends nor stopped hanging out with them.